Hello everyone, this is Sangeeta, Assistant Professor ECE Department, SNS College of Engineering, Coimbatore. So in this video we are going to discuss about processing crime and incident scenes. Before that, let us have a small recap about digital evidence. So digital evidence is otherwise called electronic evidence because what is digital evidence? So the information which can be stored or which can be transmitted electronically is called digital evidence or electronic evidence. For example, emails, browsing history and call logs. So these are the examples for digital evidence. And let us have a small outline about this video. So in this video we are going to discuss about the uniqueness of digital evidence and the challenges about the digital evidence and identify the process, identify the processing of digital evidence, understanding the laws involving in digital evidence processing. So these are the outline. Let us move on to the video. So the main uniqueness of digital evidence is intangible. So intangible means the evidence which cannot be touched physically, that is intangible. And fragile means also it can be altered or modified easily. Volatile, this is one of the type of evidence. And so all this digital evidence, we require some tool for extracting the data from the digital evidence, collecting the data, and especially for preservation of the digital data, we require some tools and devices uh, for processing all these things. And next, the main challenge of the digital forensic is it is personally it is a very sensitive one, that is mobile and laptops, because nowadays we are using different people using different mobiles, and in mobiles we have using different OS. So and we laptops also we use different operating systems. So all this requires different training and different tools compared to physical evidence. And there are some types of digital evidence here: volatile evidence and non-volatile evidence. So volatile evidence means that is the difference between volatile evidence and non-volatile evidences are, so in volatile it can be easily disappeared and it can be easily modified, but non-volatile is a permanent data that can be stable for long term. So volatile, for example, volatile evidences are memory, network connections, and open files are examples of volatile evidence. And non-volatile evidence are the data which is stored in hard disks, so USB drives, floppy disks, CD, DVD, or the non-volatile evidence, which cannot be the data which is stored in this devices cannot be altered. That is called non-volatile evidence. And next we move on to digital forensic process. So there are some 6 steps involved in this. The step 1 is investigation preparation. So evidence after investigation preparation, after that evidence identification, collection of evidence, evidence preservation, information analysis, and report presentation. So in this identification preparation, we have to recognize the incident, and after recognizing we have to know, we have to list what are all the tools and techniques required for that incident to extract information. And the next step is search and seizure. So we have to recognize the evidence in the incident zone, and we have to collect the evidence. After that it has to be preserved for further investigation. So The next step is examination. That is, the preserved data is examined for the further process, and we have to recover the data from the examination. And the last two steps are analysis and reporting. So we have to analyze the data which are collecting from the incident, and that is from the evidence. We have to analyze what are the datas available from the evidence, and we have to draw conclusions from that evidence. And after conclusion, after analyzing the details from the evidence, it has to be reported in the proper format. So these are the main digital forensic process. And the identifying digital evidence, that is, it involves locating relevant data stored electronically, that is emails, logs, documents, or metadata. So what is mean by metadata? So metadata means the details about a file, that is when the file is created, when it is accessed, when it is modified, is the metadata. And the next process is understanding the rules of evidence and collecting evidence in incident scenes. So here also there are steps involved. Some first the choose acquisition method, and snapshot the system, acquire volatile system data, securing the system, preparing drive, perform acquisition. So these are the process involved in understanding the rules of evidence and collecting evidence. After that, we have to process the law enforcement crime scenes. That is, processing a law enforcement crime scenes involves securing the area. First, we have to find the incident place, and we have to secure, that is, we have to isolate that area, and documenting the evidence. What are the evidence we are collecting from the incident, and all this has to be preserved. All these materials have to be preserved for analyzing, and all these preserved information are reconstructing to support investigations for and ensure justice. And uh, and we have to identify the types of OS or digital evidence, because nowadays one of the main crime evidence is mobile and laptops. So as said earlier, we different people's using different types of mobiles, Android mobiles and Apple phones. So each mobile devices use different operating system, and for laptop also we using different operating system, Linux, Windows. So we have to identify the correct operating system, so that we can find out the tools, software tools, and hardware tools for extracting the information from the evidence. And after that, we have to store it we have to preserve the information from the digital evidences. So we can use floppy disk, hard disk, CD drive, magnetic tapes, RFIDs. So these are the devices possibly can be used for using the computer and digital devices. So as a conclusion, we can analyze as a conclusion. So effective crime scene processing is very much important for the uncovering the truth and delivering justice. So by following a systematic approach, that is securing, documenting, collecting, and analyzing the evidence, so we can properly handling the crime scenes for a successful forensic investigation and for the correct judgment. Hope this video will help you to understand how the incident scenes and crime scenes are processed, how it can be stored, how it can be processed, Thank you.